I'd like to place a bet. $100,000 on OKC to win the finals.
Okay, sir, one moment.
Wow.
YouTube faithful, what's going on? It's Captain Crush back in the mix. It is Taco Tuesday. We're going to have 3 tacos on PrizePicks. There's going to be boosts on ParlayPlay. There's going to be it all. Going to try to have this video out by 3 Central Time. It's 2:30 my time. Busy day. I'm working round the clock on my hitter version. I was up till 3:30 in the morning last night doing code. Going to be doing it again tonight and so forth. Trying to get the hitter version out within 7 days. For this video, covering 2 or 3 MLB picks, possibly WNBA. So this is what I ask of you guys. Smash the like button like mama taught you right. It's the only thing that I ask of you degenerates to do because it's the only thing that YouTube values as currency. Okay? If you hit subscribe, that'll help your boy out too. But hitting the like button is paramount. I hate asking for it. You guys know the drill. If you enjoy the videos, just smash the like. It costs you nothing. I get all that. It takes a second or two to hit the like. Just do it for your boy. You're doing the Lord's work, and I commend you. So here we are. You can see there is a bunch of payout boosts right off the rip, as always. They got Robbie Ray at 5.5 Ks over here. Let me talk to you about Robbie Ray, who faced the Rockies a couple days ago while I was in fabulous Las Vegas, and he couldn't even get us 6 Ks. He literally sold my sweep. He was the play of the day. I needed 5.5. He only got 5, and so he sold us all. Now he's playing at home versus the Guardians, who don't really strike out a lot, and I do think he could have a bounce back game, but honestly, I don't know if I'm even going to take this boost, okay? Because I can see him once again either getting 5 to 6 or he's going to soar for 9 or 10. That would be vintage Robbie Ray. I think you could look at his 1.5 walks, etc. But another one, Manny Machado, 0.5 hits. I took him last night, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, sweat-free. He got an RBI his first bat. We were free rolling the rest of the game. Love it. And if you're going to give me him at a boosted payout for over half a hit, I'm just going to ride the hot bat. Real simple, folks. If he sells, he sells. Aaron Judge yesterday, by the way, he literally gets a hit first bat, the little single. They sell, they can't bring him home. His next bat is 5 feet shy of a home run. 401 feet he hit it. It should have been yarn, okay? We got robbed, and then he struck out once or lined out once, and then the Angels intentionally walked him on his last bat, and then it goes into extra innings, and they intentionally walk him again. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that, guys. He got to third base that time, and the Yanks just sold. The Yanks have been absolute poverty. I don't know what is going on with them, but they need to figure it out, and they need to figure it out quickly. Also, they have a boost on Stanton, who isn't a good matchup today. I like Hendricks to get shelled. Eventually, the Yankees are going to bounce back. Is it today? Is it tomorrow? I don't know, but I do believe at 1.68, you could take a shot on him. I think he did get a hit yesterday. It is what it is. So let's go over to PrizePicks and see what we're going to do here. All right, so we do have this big baseball slate, and it is Taco Tuesday. I believe the taco is Caitlin Clark right now. I think that's what they said. Absolutely. 17.5 points for the face of the league right now. Obviously, some would say it's Asia Wilson, whatever. I say it's Caitlin Clark. Obviously, she's the most watched, most known WNBA player, probably of all time at this point. I know some of you don't like to hear that, but it's just the truth. She's literally been cooking and doing a lot for the league, inflating it up. I'm going to take this taco, and I'm going to hope that she gets it done. 32, 18, 11, 27, 20. Man, I'm taking that taco. So now the question becomes, what do we want to do with it? Well, I'm going to give you a WNBA play that I gave out earlier in my Discord that they've already bumped, but I still want you guys to take a look at it. I'm not going to focus too much time on this WNBA side for this video because I'm already running late and I have a live stream at 5:30 Central. Yesterday, I was on the live stream for 5.5 hours and took all the heat from my wife, who was home that whole time, who was like, dude, what are you doing? Get off and come hang out with me. I'm home from work. But listen, I stayed on because I was gone for 2 weeks. We stayed and watched the OKC Thunder beat the Pacers just like I said they would. And here we are. So today's live stream will probably be 1 to 2 hours long, max. Boston and Tina Charles. This was at 13.5. It had the hook. PrizePicks put it at 14. Now you need to get 15, which changes everything. If I take you over here to my WNBA model, we can find these ladies and see what's good. There's a big slate today. I will discuss this on live stream most likely. Okay, Aaliyah Aaliyah Boston, 33 fantasy points, 14 points, and 8.5 rebounds. So automatically right off the rip, we know she's going to be projected for 8.5 in the model. You throw in Tina Charles, she's projected for 8.8, okay? Big girls, lots of rebound chances. Same game, 8.8 each, possibly, maybe not, I'm not sure. But I did want to throw this out for you guys, and this model is posted every single WNBA slate in my Discord, which is linked via my Dub Club. It's right here in a projection, as well as the MLB model. If you want to get access to that, I will tell you on later on in the video. So, are we taking it? Well, they need 15. It's projected for 16. It's a 2-point differential, a 1-point differential now that they put the line at 14. I wouldn't pair it with the taco, but I think you could have some exposure to it. And then honestly, oh, they already bumped it. Aaliyah Boston was at 7.5. Now she's at 8. So they put a little push equity there for you, but now she needs 9. I think you could get it. Look at her last 5. 11, 4, 5, 1, 5. I know that's going to scare most people, but not Captain Crush. I think at 5.5, it's good. 6.5 is good. What will it pay with any random? It would pay 2.25x. So honestly, I'd probably just take the taco. And then you can see Tina Charles, it's the same thing. Whenever you're banking on WNBA players to get rebounds, you're going to need a lot of missed shots. You're going to need the team to take a lot of shots. And I think this is a spot that can happen. So that's all I got for the WNBA other than that taco. And I will throw in this. What is her line? Let's go look at Miss Page, the new shiny toy in the WNBA. 38.5 fantasy score. She's coming off of a stinker by her standards at 29.9. She's projected for 37. I think you can go ahead and take a shot on it, folks. I won't begrudge you a bit. If you're going to take that, I think it's fine. Wouldn't begrudge you a bit. And then if you wanted to ride Kayla Thornton, pause. No pause required. Talking about ball. You could take her because the matchup is good. Those would be the only 2 WNBA plays for fantasy score that I even look at. I will cover more during the live stream today. There is more out there, but I'm just not going to take the time for this video. I'm here to focus on MLB. That's my WNBA takes. The taco is solid. Go ahead and lock it in, and let's talk about the MLB. Now, the popular play tab. I told you guys yesterday on this very video, leave Ohtani alone. Do not take it. 60,000 people took Ohtani to get 3 strikeouts. 60,000 people do not know ball. You do not take him to get 3 strikeouts when at most he's going to pitch 5 pitching outs. That means he's going to need to K the side and then still get one if you took him at 3.5, or he's just going to have to get 2 Ks and then 1. Bottom line, it ain't worth it. It ain't hitting. You donated. It's never hitting. You need to focus on making the right decisions day after day. I preach this in my Discord all the time. Don't worry about if it cashes or if it doesn't cashes that day, okay? That doesn't matter. If Ohtani was to cash yesterday, it still doesn't make it the right play. It's the wrong play. All day long, twice on Sunday. You don't want to take it. Has nothing to do with Ohtani not being an elite pitcher and everything to do with he's coming back. He's going to be limited. The matchup is poverty for him. It's not a good matchup. They don't strike out a lot. Just like I told you guys, just fade it. You don't need to take it. Just because you see something popular doesn't mean anything. Listen, 40,000 people are on Chad Patrick to get 5 Ks today. I don't care if he gets 100 Ks. Do I think it's a good play? Absolutely not. 99% of people that took over on him can't even pick him out of a lineup. All right? You know what I'm saying? They couldn't tell you what team he's on. They don't know. They're just following blindly. Oh, last 5, 8, 6, 6, 7. Yo, sure, book it. 5 Ks for Chad Patrick. That's a good play. And they do that. That's their process. Day after day, night after night, week after week. You make those choices. Right play, wrong play. There's a right way to do this, wrong way to do this. So, bonus round, Aaron Judge. Eventually, he's going to hit that dinger. I told you it was going to be yesterday. I thought it was. He was 5 feet away. He's playing again. A sorry pitcher once again, Kyle Hendricks. I think he could get a home run today. He has a whole bunch of equity, but I will tell you this. The Angels have been intentionally walking him, and they do it often. So you need to be wary of that. If you want to take him to get 10 fantasy score, buyer beware, seller beware. Eventually, he's popping off. Now, I pretty much spoiled what the next play is going to be. Unfortunately, they don't have Kyle Hendricks at 5.5. If you can find Kyle Hendricks at 5.5, which we will check parlay play, that is the move, okay? Unfortunately, they only have him at 4.5 on PrizePicks, which would pay 2.25x with any random square. Which, by the way, the 3 pitchers I gave out on this YouTube yesterday, get swept, okay? I gave you Cease cash, I gave you Gilbert cash, and I gave you Soriano hits allowed cash. All right, I have a full prop list posted in the Discord right now. Let's go to Kyle Hendricks, and you can see his lines. This tool that you're looking at is Crushed Bats. You can only get it by being in my Discord. It's the gold package on Dub Club. I built it myself. I didn't pay someone to build it. No, I built it. I know exactly how it works. 50 different data points covering the weather, historical odds, Vegas odds, righty versus lefty, batters, batting order, everything you can think of, historical matchups. All of it is accounted for. Now, there's no head-to-head within the last 2 seasons, which is what I look for the head-to-heads. But the last 10, look at Mr. Hendricks. 7 hits, 8 hits, 7, 7, 9, 5, 6, 4, 3, 4. Now he's facing a Yankees team who does have amazing bats. They just aren't doing it right now. But guys, eventually that's going to turn. The cold streak is going to turn hot. The hot streak's going to turn cold. Hopefully, this is their get-right spot, okay? So what this does is it takes all the data, it runs it 10,000 times in a blink, and will simulate what happens over that outcome. Okay, so we're looking at it. 51% of the time he gets over 3.5 Ks. 47% of the time he goes over 3.5 earned runs. 57% of the time he goes over 5.5 hits allowed. Okay, 50% of the time he goes over 1.5. So you can see the recommendations. Everything's no clear value, just avoid it except for the hits allowed. And the hits allowed is at 57% at 5.5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower it to 4.5, which is what the Goblin is. And now all of a sudden I'm getting a simulation at 72%. So 72% of the time, this is going to go green. 28% of the time, I'm chalked. I will take my chances. The weather is in our favor, technically. I mean, there's really nothing here going on with the weather, but you can see 1% increasing earned runs and hits, okay, because of the wind speed and the headwind. But 1% really isn't enough unless you're doing this every single day, which I am. So we can't really factor that in, but this is the average simulated results over 10,000 runs. And then if we look at his trends, take all these out of the mix and look at his hits allowed. Where is it? Okay, started at 9. Then he went down here to 7. Then he went up here to 7. Then he went back up here to 8. Then he went back down here to 7. The dude's literally flirting around 9, 7, and 8. And all I need is 5 from a Yankees team who are so due. The Yankees are due to drop 10 runs tonight, man. They are so due. The matchup couldn't be better. Hendricks isn't a good pitcher that I'm worried about. Okay, look, 3, 2, 6, 5, 3. He's not a strikeout pitcher. He gives up runs. He gives up hits. All right, he's mid. He's absolutely mid. And the only prop that gives us any value is 4.5 hits allowed. At 5.5, if you can find it, you can take it. Hopefully they have it on Parlay Play. They may not. Let's take a gander. They do. 1.56x. So not really a good payout either here, but it's okay. We'll take 1.5x. And then they got Caitlin Clark at 2.5, Stanton at 1.5, Schwellenbach, Collier. Man, so many boosts, so little time. Where are we going? I think it's Manny Machado with the 1.4, half a hit. 2.4x. I might be putting this in right here, right now. The only fear with Kyle Hendricks, y'all, is the fact that he may get pulled before he is able to give up 6 hits. That is the thing that you have to worry about. He may get pulled because let's say he gives up 3 hits, walks 1, and then next thing you know, bang, grand slam. He gives up 4. He has 4 earned runs, and then they just pull the plug on him. That is a very, very possibility that you have to keep in mind, guys. So I think this is good right here. 2.4x, almost 3x, not bad. If we did take it down to 4.5 here, it only pays 1.88. I think it's a lot more likely he gets 5, as you saw, the 72% versus 57%. I don't think I can take 5.5 at 1.5 payout because it's not happening enough times for me to get that payout. You understand what I'm saying by that? Not all goblins and stuff are created equal. But let's move on. Mr. Woo, Bryan Woo, Ric Flair, Woo. All right, 8.9, the league average. They're very more likely to get Ks than the average team, which I showed you guys yesterday. I told you Gilbert, we're taking him 5.5. Guess what? He got 10. Even playing limited innings, he gave up 3 hits. So cash the under 3.5 and he went over 5.5 Ks. Music to your boy's ears. Went conservative, didn't even need to. But let's analyze Mr. Woo. If you can find Woo at 17.5 pitch outs, I think that's good. His current line is 18.5. I don't think there's real value there. Look at his last 10. 18, 18, 20, 18, 20, 21, 19, 18, 19, 18, 21. He has command. He goes the distance, but he's going to fall on 18 more often than not. There's no value at 18.5. PrizePicks knows that. There's no value on the under. There's no value on the over. That's why they put it there. If they put it at 17.5, I'd be on it and I'd be all over it. Check this. 3, 6, 3, 5, 5, 6, 6, 8, 8. Just like his Ks go. I told my Discord. Can he get 6 Ks in this matchup? Absolutely. He's projected for 6.5 over 10,000 runs. He goes over 5.5 62% of the time. But my own personal gut is telling me that Woo's gonna land on 5. Okay, I took him over 5.5 because look, they Gobby-fied it, okay, technically, and they bumped him to 6 because they're greedy. But check it out, 2.75x. That's basically a normal line, and this is asking for him to get 6. If you take him at 4.5, you only get 2x. Now, via crushed bats, 62% of the time that's winning more often than not. 38% chalk, 62% of the time you hit. Here's the problem. I just feel in my bones that he's gonna get 5. Okay, and you can see the pitching outs. He sims exactly for 18.5, which is exactly...
Chalk it all to hell.
What the line is. Now let's move him down to 4.5. All right. Now we get a 76% chance that he covers. Okay. So you get all that extra room. It's up to you. Do you want to gamble for that extra 75 cents on the dollar? You take 5.5 and pray he lands on 6, which is what the average is he's landing on. Okay. Closer to 7 than 6, but still 6. The thing is with Woo, he doesn't have a high ceiling. He's not like Gilbert, who has a ceiling of 10 or 11, or Scooble or Cease. He doesn't have a high ceiling. His ceiling is pretty much 7, y'all. 7 would be his true ceiling. 3 would be his true floor. But if we go to his head-to-heads, we can see on April 24th, he did get 8. He had a Woo of a performance. Crispy, okay? So there's that to be considered. All in all, we got to go with the Woo. She said she wants the Woo. We're taking it. 25 to win 50. Oh, that's 4.5. Guys, if you want the 2x, that's what you take. If you want to go for the gusto, you take 5.5, all right? Whoa, they just lowered the payout in real time to 2 point. Did you see? Stop the count. Did you see that, folks? They just lowered it to 2.5 in real time. These greedy mother muckers, man. Holy smokes. It was just 2.75. Now I don't see the value in taking it at 5.5. Now the value is at 4.5, in my opinion. You guys do what you want to do. PrizePicks is being greedy. Where is Mr. Woo on parlay play? I cannot believe that, yo. I cannot believe that. What a sell job, PrizePicks. I mean, like, is it really going to hurt you guys? Here we go, 5.5. ParlayPlay has it lowered too. Amazing. Everybody's selling, but at least you get 3x with this one. So Woo at 5.5, Hendricks at 4.5, and then Machado at 1.5. I think that's fine. Let's go ahead. 250 to win 750. I'm in there. It's time to nuke. Wait, what? I can only go $10? Ain't no way. $10? It says the max is up to 250. $10? Let's reload here and go again, man. Something ain't right. Let's go. I'm trying to nuke. The people want Crush to nuke. We got to nuke. All right. And by the way, I'm not telling you to nuke. I'm doing this for your entertainment. Kyle Hendricks, 4.5. And then we got to give him with the Woo. Now, I have a full playlist that has a bunch of plays and analysis written up for you right now on the Dub Club. Get in the mix. There it is. 3x 250 to win 750. What is this? They're selling. All right, fine. $10. You sell jobs? Fine, $10. Promo code CRUSH. ParlayPlay, the link's in the description. Send me the email. I got you 30 days of the Discord. They'll give you a deposit match. Best value in the business. You can also check out Sleeper or Chalkboard or Underdog, and I got you there as well. Okay? Again, there is a bunch of boosts on here, so you can pretty much have dealer's choice. Now, if you do decide you want to get in the Discord, you want access to crushed bats, you want the pitcher side, which I just showed you. The hitter side is coming soon, which I will show you momentarily. You got to go to CaptainCrush.net. This video will explain it to you. It's run through Dub Club, but you get access to my Discord by joining the Dub Club, okay? It'll give you my access to my live streams, my slips, my prop analysis list every single day, access to all my data models that I built, and you get to join the community. If you sign up with ParlayPlay, Chalkboard, Sleeper, or Underdog, which are all right here, you just click them, you get 30 days free if you send me that email. You got to send me the email. I'm working on a newsletter, which will be here soon. That will be done probably by the end of this week. I'm also finishing up the hitter side. Give me another week, but click join now. You get in at $25 a month, you'll be grandfathered in, and then you will be avoiding the $35 price increase once the hitter side drops. I have to raise the price because the server cost and the cost for me to host these models on live websites is expensive. API pools and stuff aren't cheap, guys, okay? Trust me when I tell you. It's just to help me offset my cost. Plus, it's value. 3 months at $60 summer special, 6 months at $125, and then 1 month at $25. You get my daily base models for MLB, NBA, WNBA that look just like this. You'll get my daily prop list that look just like this. It'll give you the play, the full analysis right here. It'll tell you everything you need to know, why we're on it, and more. You'll get access to my slips that look like this. Unfortunately, Sandy hooked and chalked this. Otherwise, this was the perfect slip. I powered it. I didn't get to Cash, but the links will be there. Same thing with this one. Cash Soriano, Cash the combo, chalk Sandy. He hooked. He pitched just well enough. No, the Phillies sold. That's what happened. So you'll get those. And then in addition to that, you'll get access to the general chat, which you can go just like that. Okay, so CaptainCrush.net, get in the mix. It'll also give you instant access to Crushed Bats, which is a website. It'll check your cord login and then give you access. Live stream today at 5:30 Central for gold package members. Make sure you're in there just like yesterday, same thing. In the live streams, it's where I go over your slips. I go over my slips. It's where I teach you right from wrong. It's where I tell you and improve your process and so forth. We also make lineups there together. Yesterday, I made all of these in the Discord, mostly on live stream, and I want to show you how close I was from a full sweep. Halliburton didn't get one steal. He absolutely sold. The whole team got steals but him. Look at this. I was one away from a Nagasaki night. 170, 240, 160. I had Halliburton steals anchored. Okay, and then I took Julio Rodriguez in addition to Altuve, Cease, and Gilbert because my boy Wunna was like, Cap, take J-Rod. He sold me. Yeah, whatever. Well, J-Rod, this whole Seattle squad sold. They're terrible. And this was the most heartbreaking thing of the night. I made this on the live stream, posted it in that live stream. No excuses. Be honest. If you didn't, I only saw like 2 people tailed. If you didn't tail, it's because you didn't have any faith in it, okay? So I don't want to hear it. It's because you doubted and whatever. I said, this is the steal slip. It's a lottery. Maybe we get lucky if both teams play sloppy with the turnovers, which they did. And this was such a high variance slip that only getting 5 of 6 paid me 10x. For 200. If Halliburton, which was my most confident one, doesn't sell, this paid $2,600 from a $20 ticket, guys. You understand? Lightning like that only happens once in a while. I thought we were going to get it. Unfortunately, we didn't. You know, it is what it is. Tyrese Halliburton, everyone else got steals. If I would have just put Alexander there instead of Halliburton, it was green. But you know what? I thought he was getting 2 steals, folks. It is what it is. But again, this was on the live stream, as are others. Make sure you're there and stop memeing and messing around and lock in just like you would at a professor's lecture in college. It's the same exact thing. Live stream today at 5:30 Central. We'll try another ticket there. All right, so we got Clark here. We took Woo at 5.5. Let's see what we got if we did Woo at 5.5 and Hendricks over here on PrizePicks. His earned runs at 3.5 is ridiculous. Like 2.5 and 3.5 is just ridiculous. And then 4.5, it pays 3.25x over here. Not too shabby, but they're literally screwing us with Woo, man. PrizePicks is just, they're screwing us. I don't see the point in getting an extra 50 cents when I can just take Woo, when I honestly think in my heart of hearts, he's going to land on 5. Hopefully he lands on 6 because I maxed out my other taco with him, but if he doesn't, it's my own fault, and there's that. And then as far as the hitters go today, guys, I think you got to go right back to Judge, just like I said. His line today is at 2.5, and that is not a goblin. His goblin is 1.5, so I would probably just take his fantasy score, seeing as how much walk equity he has. But that is that, folks. So hopefully you have a good Taco Tuesday. I hope you crush. I'm giving you a big old salute. Good luck in all your contests, and as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.